Good afternoon to my citizens, and all my friends and families, and all our relations across Lake, Pivot and across Manitoba. For those of you listening on the website, we want to greet you. And I wanted to introduce Wab Kinew, who's running for Premier with MTV, and other people have been invited to come to our communities and haven't showed up, but he did. So we're going to allow him to speak on the radio to address the citizens of Pivot across Lake Van. So here's Wab Kinew.
Thank you, Chief. And how do you do? I'm Wab Kinew, and I'm running for the position of Premier here in Manitoba. I'm the leader of the Manitoba NDP, and there's an election coming up on October 3rd. So I'm very happy to be here in Pivot today. It's been a beautiful afternoon, and it's been an honor to speak to Chief Monias and Council. We also stopped in on the community leadership with the mayor and council there. And I greet you all with a warm and hearty handshake. Thank you for listening to us today. Our plan for the province is to fix healthcare and to lower costs for people here in Manitoba. Healthcare and lowering the cost of living. That's what we're working on. So today I shared some of our commitments with the chief, and I want to share those with you now, which is that we want to make sure that the province provides staff for the new health center when it opens. So you have a beautiful new facility that's going to open. It's going to serve the community like a hospital. And we want to make sure that there's birthing services so that mothers can give birth here in Pimicikamak once again, so that when you welcome babies into the world, into your family, that you can do so here in your own community. And so our commitment is to provide the staffing to be able to have the birthing services in the community. And also on dialysis. We know that it's such a hardship for people to go through dialysis of any sort, but it's even worse when you have to travel away from your community and spend time away from your loved ones, and of course to not have that comfort and support when you're on your healing journey. And so we want to commit also that we will provide the staffing resources and the support to ensure that there is dialysis services and diabetes care here at the health center. And so our commitment is to provide birth and dialysis services and other staffing resources to make sure that the health center can take care of you, the people of Pivot. And I also, as we're talking about healthcare, I want to congratulate the community on the health center opening, which is coming up in just a couple weeks' time. This is a very big achievement for the community, so I want to extend my congratulations. I also know that living in the north means spending a lot of time on the road. And so we are committing today also to paving the stretch of, I guess it's about a dozen miles there on Highway 374 and over to 373. But we want to ensure that that's paved. So we want to pave those roads there from 373 to 374 and ensure that the safety is there for people in the area when you have to travel. I also know that this is going to help with vehicle maintenance, because vehicles always take a beating on these northern roads and highways. So we're making that commitment to you here in the community, and we'll ensure that that stretch there, 374, 373, gets paved. And then along the way also, on Highway 6, we know that there's a need to invest in Highway 6. Our team, we actually lost one of our MLAs over the past term in government when she was traveling down and got into a car wreck on Highway 6. And so we take that one very seriously. So we need to invest in Highway 6, and we'll start by adding more rest stops and passing lanes on Highway 6 between here and Grand Rapids as our initial commitment. And of course, over the long term, we want to see Highway 6 get invested in a major way. So today, in addition to the province-wide commitments that we're making to fix healthcare, increase hydro rates, and things like that to make life more affordable, today we're making these specific commitments to you, the people of Pimicikamak. And we want to bring more healthcare workers to the health center, and we want to ensure that when these staff come, they can help families give birth here in Pimicikamak, because I think it's going to be a very wonderful blessing for people in the community if you can welcome the new babies in your family right here in your home community. And also on the dialysis side, we want to make sure that people stay healthy, but when they do need dialysis, we want them to be close to home so that they can be close to their loved ones and family members. And then, of course, for everybody who needs to travel, we want to make sure that the roads are fixed, and so that stretch there, 373 and 374, we want to make the investments there in the community. So once again, my name is Wab Kinew, and I'm running to be the Premier of Manitoba. My name is Anishinaabe, Wab Kinew. I guess in Cree you might say something like Wabi Migizu would be, or Mikisu would be my name. And I'm the leader of the NDP, which means if you want to vote for me on October 3rd, you vote for Tom Lindsay. Tom Lindsay is the local candidate here in the riding. And if you vote for Tom Lindsay, then that's a vote for me, Wab Kinew. So October 3rd, make sure that you get out and vote. There will be polling stations here in Pimicikamak. You have the right to vote. If you have ID, just show up with your ID. Even if you don't have ID, all you need is a status number or a status card. But even if you don't have your status card, just bring your status number, and a band official can vouch for you at the polling location. And I'm sure that there'll be people on hand making sure that you can practice your right to vote. So again, we're talking about healthcare, we're talking about fixing the roads and highways, and we're calling on people in Pimicikamak to please come out and vote. And it's with the greatest of humility that I'm asking you to vote for the NDP this time around. There you go, sir.
Yes, thank you, Rob. Thank you for coming to speak to us, and I'm a citizen in Grass Lake and Pimicikamak. Maybe one thing I wanted to say that I'm going to put you on the spot, and in further agreement, you said that we would try to renew our relationships and actually start off in a good way. So maybe this time
Yes.
that.
Yes, definitely. I know that Manitoba Hydro has caused so many impacts and damages in communities like Pimicikamak over the years. And so our commitment is to bring a better culture and a better approach at Hydro, one that's the true spirit of partnership, which was the spirit and intent behind the Northern Flood Agreement, the NFA. And so we want to ensure that that's lived up to. And what does that mean in practice? Well, it means, I think, more partnership when it comes to the water level and the regulation of that, but also the needs of the community. When people are needing to be rescued, when people's boats are being damaged, things like that, we want to ensure that Hydro is not just going to sort of wave their hand and say, that's not up to them. We want to ensure that they're a partner, that they understand that Pimicikamak citizens are also the owners of Manitoba Hydro, along with the rest of the people of Manitoba. And of course that people of Pimicikamak, because of the NFA, have a special relationship with Manitoba Hydro. And so we're going to bring that forward in a way that should have been the case in the past, but we will make sure it's there in the future.
Thank you again, and I think that's all we have right now to speak about. I just want to say that thank you, Rob, and I know that wish you good luck in the elections, and that look forward to working with you. I hope that you are successful, as you do have one of the better platforms that I've heard, and being the only candidate for the Premier to come to our community. That speaks volumes in terms of what you're commitment and what you're willing to do. That the North is very important to you. So I thank you for that. And ask about I so we see then on as you don't know October 3rd is spending. So you know what to do on October 3rd. So with that, I'm going to close off, but as I usually do, I'm going to close off with a prayer. And I'm going to do the Lord's Prayer. If you want to say with me the Lord's Prayer, so that get prepared. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, power and glory, forever and ever. Amen. Thank you, all citizens.
Yes, Chief.